Welcome back to Riddles. I don't have a last time joke. This is not a series where we need a last time joke. But I do have dem bones. No.
The bones.
Last time,
yes, I
last
love
time
that song.
there was a gay.
Last time I stole somebody's man.
Yep.
I was that man. I got stolen.
Last time, Dev.
What the
fucking
fuck, Cat?
vowed to kill Cat.
So we just all team up and we kill Cat and we get back Alejandro. Simple.
It's really that simple.
This
Super.
time we start with. Do we want to start with James or do we wish to start with Mendeles? Is Orchid?
Let's start with James. I haven't seen some quality James content in
James
a while.
content. James content.
It's my favorite part of the day.
We're gonna go here. James, you last time got a letter from a individual named Foxglove, and you were going to go investigate that individual further.
Right.
I've placed you in what is your library, just to do research. You were looking for information on Foxglove.
Let me see if I remember correctly. We split up to investigate the people that witnessed the reported murder of Mendeles.
Yes, Mendeles couldn't get into the apartment complex because of cops who were surrounding the apartment complex.
And I had found that the officers, because I went to investigate the officers.
Didn't exist. Yes.
Yeah, they did not exist. And now I'm looking into Foxglove because I got that note and I want to... It's either an entirely different mystery or it's connected. Either way, James is curious.
Precisely.
So, Foxglove. I'm gonna go through... I told the people at my office to go through anyone that might have used the name Foxglove from Orchid's organization.
Yep.
That we did through that. I'm gonna go through personal records that I have here. And I'm also gonna find a botanical thing about Foxglove. Just to see if that jogs my memory somehow, because fuck it. Name association. Go with it.
All right. Can you give me intelligence and what are you looking for first? Personal records or like the actual botanical shit?
I'm gonna start with my botanical thing and then go through personnel records.
All right. Then I want investigation for the botanical shit. Ooh, nice. Great roll.
Something I'm good at.
Something you're very good at. Something you know about Foxglove used to be used with care to treat abscesses, boils, headaches, paralysis, stomach ulcers, open wounds, and epilepsy. Something it did, though, a side effect was it can induce xanthopsia, a condition that modifies color perception, causing objects to appear yellowish or green and producing blue halos around light sources. One of the famous people who used it was Vincent van Gogh, known for, the sunflower painting. Overdosing on Foxglove can result in delirium, death, etc., classic things. Children died after drinking water from the vases that Foxglove stood in. It's a overall pretty and useful, but deadly plant.
What was the thing about the color sickles? What was that called again?
Xanthopsia? Most basic information you can find pretty easily. And extremely easily for you, as you have done very, very well. You would know that it is also related to snapdragons, beard tongue, and Scrophulariaceae.
The Latin family.
Yeah, that's the...
So I'll keep that in mind as I go those little interests in mind, because when people choose a name for themselves, a pseudonym, they usually tend to give some hint.
Mm-hmm.
In some way, some reference. So keeping all that information in mind, can I make a check through any files of any contacts I know I've had?
Sure.
Intelligence investigation again, probably?
Sure. I do have one question. How long would you say you've been in this area? Number of years?
I usually stay in an area for a decade. I've probably been here 5-6 years already.
Okay. You would have heard this on the tail end of this happening. Since you've been in the area, and since you have access to the Orchid's organization's, like, notes and stuff. In all of the time that the gardens have existed, which is a very long time now at this point, there's only ever been one person that has ever been chosen to be the Orchid who has abandoned the position. And it happened about 7 years ago. You would have heard about it because of the panic state that it put the gardens in and the chance at a power vacuum that could have been created. The one and only deserter would have been named Foxglove, or the Foxglove in this instance.
So Foxglove is literally the code name they give to people who desert.
It was only created when this happened, but yes.
Did the person get killed in the records of the garden, or did they just simply vanish?
They just simply disappeared.
Okay.
And something to note, it takes several years, not several years, but a good amount of time to train a new Orchid. So this upcoming Orchid would have left in the middle of her training. Whether she was killed or just vanished off the face of the earth, taken by something, etc., it's not known.
Was it already established policy that until they are located dead, that they will be codenamed Orchid, or was that created after they disappeared?
Or that they would be codenamed Foxglove?
Foxglove, sorry. Would they have known they had been designated as Foxglove?
No.
They would not have known?
No.
Okay. Interesting. Huh. So that either means someone is using the Foxglove name, and this isn't that person. Or this is that person, and they've been spying on the garden for years. And Orchid doesn't know. Huh. Actually, this means no matter this either came entirely fucking coincidental, which I don't. James has lived long enough. Coincidences do not exist. So this came from within Orchid's organization. And Orchid didn't know when I brought it up. That's what James is realizing here. And that's my only lead, is Genevieve Heart. In character, I know I have to go. Out of character, I really don't want to. I believe I had taken one of the bodyguards because Orchid told me not to go anywhere alone.
Yep.
So I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna grab my bodyguard and I'm gonna go to Genevieve.
Oh, you're going to Genevieve?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to follow James? Do we want to
This is a horrible idea.
How about I throw you all for a loop?
Are we going to Victor?
Yes.
Okay.
Why do you torture me?
Because you wanted to talk to one of the fucking Nosferatu. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hello there.
What is it you wish to bring?
Something I wish to bring. I bring questions for the many-eyed ones.
Questions? And I assume you are seeking answers?
Very much. First of all, you know the coming and goings of all of our types.
I know many comings and goings.
Have you seen any Tremere in this location recently? This shoe print might actually help some. I want a copy of the shoe print that he took.
Many questions you have, but no, payment, I see. All knowledge comes at a price, Seer.
This, I know. Question for a question.
Doth the Seer vow to not give us the jargon?
He kind of like bites his lip, knowing very full well that the jargon is something he accidentally does. To the best of his abilities, he shall attempt.
Then question for a question will do. You say this shoe. I see. Jameer in the lands. I have seen him once, though he rarely crosses the water. He is powerful. I do not wish the Seer to be damaged by interacting with him. Is this information truly that important to you?
Not to myself, but for another that seeks.
The one who hit the snow soon after this shoe.
I nod.
I know vaguely of where this shoe resides now, though trifling with such a being is not good for the soul. He attempts to change the ways of our kind. That makes him dangerous alone.
Very.
He has more powerful people behind him, Seer. Dost thou really think that they can do this?
Unsure. Myself, no, but given enough time, even the weakest flower may grow. It is possible that by looking into him, I may be painting a target on my back. The Seer does not go back on words that he has given. This you know.
Seer is very noble in that way.
But that was mine first question. What is yours?
This youngling who hit the snow when the shoe arrived across the water. How is their mind dealing with all of this? Is the Seer able to call them a friend?
Adapting, they are, but at times unstable. I will trust them for now. They have given no rise to be mistrusted. They're emotional. They wish to go back.
Don't we all? I would not be surprised if somehow they bonded with us down here, us who wish to go back the most.
Might have to send him your way one day when he's properly acclimated and call him a friend for the moment. Unless, of course, certain ones mold him incorrectly.
Does the Seer require an eye?
Eyes are always good, but there are two locations, or at least a location and a person I would like the eyes to look for, keep an eye on. The first thing I need is to find a location, something from
Very good at finding we are.
Very much so. Have you heard of any restaurants or establishments play smooth jazz or music with nice droning bass music? Dim gold low light?
Many places play jazz nowadays, but not many places are lined with gold in such a lightly manner. I do not cross the water much, but I may be able to contract some of my own kind to keep an eye on the prince's side of the water.
That would be very useful. This location may be a dangerous place for the one who hit the snow. The vision boded not well, but to him I shall never tell.
The Seer keeps his secrets. Trust him, yet do not tell him what may be in his future.
something he's not ready for yet. Preparation, always a great thing.
2 questions for you, another for me.
Ask away.
What does the seer know of those who travel the way of our northbound brethren?
The Northbound Brethren, fuck. Northbound Brethren is, which ones again?
You don't. I have never actually fully told you.
Oh,
That's never come up.
oh shit! Northbound Brethren, this is a new one to me.
Seer has not heard. You are not alone in town anymore.
This is troublesome.
Troublesome indeed for a seer who cannot see.
If any information of this northbound one comes to my ear, I will make sure to get it your way.
Thank you, seer.
My final one, though, I have information, or at least an eye, on the Orchid.
I see. Worried, are we?
Very.
Mm,
She's got plans, and not all the time may I see. My eye cannot go everywhere, but currently she is helping the one who hit the snow. So I worry.
Tell me this, seer. What do you know of the Briar Roads?
What does he know about the Briar Roads? Anything or nothing?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
I see. You will be seeing them soon enough, I'm sure. Those of us who have been here long enough know well what happens with the Orchid.
Anything else you would like to know before I take my leave?
No. This has been very beneficial, Seer. Though I must admit, next time if you offer pizza, it would be a much better offering to some of us.
I'm sorry, did they just say pizza?
Yes.
I love that. Next time
Give her a treat.
Next time I come, when I bring information about the northbound one, I shall bring some pizza.
Thank you.
Thank you. Victor will bow and start making his way out.
That's all I have for Victor. Fun fact.
I fucking love that. That was great.
I need to name her. I don't have a name
Please,
for her.
can I draw her?
Sure.
Yes!
Oh,
I love her.
God.
She's a Nosferatu, so she looks fucked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like drawing, like, grody gremlins.
All right. Mendeles, this is your studio. You haven't been here in a few days now. But it's pretty much as you left it, from what you can tell in the dark.
Give me a second. Hang on, let me just find the lights over here.
I was going to say, like, do you have a light switch or anything?
I walk over to my light switch, which is right next to the door. It's like multiple light switches that all turn on like a series of like big lights that are in here. Yeah. So you see as I like fucking basically flip up 4 switches at once. I'll go.
Ooh, the timing.
All right. Well, this is it.
Quite the place you've got here.
Yeah. Well, you know, I dabble in my time, so. This is not right. Somebody's been in here.
That's what I feared. What's on the floor here? Is this like broken
Broken
sculpture?
glass.
It's broken glass, yeah.
It seems like whatever had been like, there was like the start of like Mendeles was like working with something on this table. Whatever that was smashed, and then whatever the start of like a sculpture here had been just smashed across the floor.
God
Everything
damn
else
it.
seems perfectly fine.
Just out of curiosity, what was that sculpture?
Well, it was a new piece I was working on.
It wasn't exactly any sort of commission or anything. I just made it for myself. But are you familiar with the statue of David by Michelangelo?
Yes, I am.
Well, I was taking inspiration from that and trying to make, I don't really know, something. It was gonna be a figure of holiness, but with a twist about it. And
So what I'm saying is, she just kind of looks at the shattered glass on the ground and gazes around the whole room. In a room full of sculptures, when someone breaks in to perform vandalism, why that sculpture in particular?
I'm not sure. I modeled the face after Alejandro, but
That is what I was wondering. Alright. She pulls out her flip phone. I believe I need to make a call. If you'll excuse me for 1 second.
yeah.
She's going to step over here, sort of out of earshot, just like around the corner.
Mendeles just sort of like gets down on the ground and starts cleaning up glass.
Okay.
Valid.
Yeah, she just like slips around the corner. What's the weather out like this night?
Cloudy. It could rain, but it's not going to be heavy or anything.
Okay. Well, she'll flip open her phone, and she'll dial the number of the prince's office.
It rings a couple times, and then you hear the pickup noise, and it's just, "Thank you for calling, Office of Lazarus Rose. How may I help you today?"
Hello there. All I want is just a moment of your time. Okay,
A moment is all you're going to get, ma'am. How can I help you?
Well, I'm the Orchid. Let's just get that out of the way first. What's your name?
Miss Orchid, I am not dumb. I don't just give away my name immediately like that. I know you're kind.
Fine. Code names, like whatever.
Briar.
Oh, I'm just simply calling. I'm looking for someone's number.
Hmm.
I was wondering if you could get me into contact with a man that goes by the name of Alejandro Vasquez.
I see. Give me just 1 second here. I'll see if I have anything under Alejandro Vasquez in our system. And you hear her, like, adjust the phone under her shoulder.
The Orchid stands there with the phone on her ear, just fucking forced smile plastered across her face, staring out at the night.
You hear her, like, clacking on a mechanical keyboard. Yeah, we do have Alejandro Vasquez in our system. He is a bartender here. He works here full-time. He called in sick a couple days ago, but other than that, he has been here, and we have his phone number on record. Is there a reason you need to get in contact with him? Are you an emergency
yes.
contact of some kind?
A family emergency has occurred. Yes, we need to get into contact with him.
I see. Well, I can definitely give you his phone number here, and she will just recite out his cell phone number.
Alright. If you don't mind, Kat, am I allowed to try and do an intimidation over the phone call? Like an intimidation
Sure.
type roll? My thought was, I was gonna very specifically ask for Alejandro's number. It just didn't, like... I know you're the fucking one who called him.
Can you give me manipulation intimidation?
Excellent. Yes, I can.
Ooh, very nice. You hear
Damn.
her, like, stutter as she's reciting it. She's just, "I'm sorry, is something wrong?"
Oh, not at all. You needn't worry yourself about it. Just a small matter that'll be swept under the door in no time at all.
I see.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Have a nice night.
You as well, Miss Briar.
She hangs up way too quickly.
Same. Orchid just kind of chuckles to herself and swings back around the corner to Mendeles. Well, I think we have a direction to go.
Oh yeah?
I just had a call with one of my good associates. Like, it appears that Alejandro may have gotten a cold.
I hope he's okay. Where is he?
Currently unknown.
Give me a second here. I'm gonna look around, see if I can...
Of course, take all the time you need. Orchid's gonna start texting James what she found. Oh wait, James doesn't... Fuck. She'll text the telegram man to send James a telegram with what she found. I hate having to go through that, man.
This poor guy.
This poor dude is like, why the fuck am I sending telegrams at midnight every day?
Hey, so Kat, yeah, Mendeles is going to try and look around for any clues, evidence, like if there are footprints, if somebody might have left the weapon that they used to break this thing. Like, you know, just all around survey. Maybe there's a piece of like ripped clothing or something, you know.
Yeah, can you give me intelligence investigation?
Oh,
Ooh, very nice. Very nice.
pretty good.
You notice along part of like these broken glass shards, you notice it's blue, and you at first you think, oh, it's like the reflection of the light or something, but then when you pick up like these pieces, you notice that it's nail polish.
Ooh.
Like somebody broke it with just after getting a manicure.
Oh no, I broke a nail.
No, I broke a nail.
Yeah, you see Orchid as like Mendeles like gets down on one knee and picks up a piece of glass, and then you see as he like sniffs it, and,
Yeah.
and he's like, still fresh.
You know, Mendeles, vampires don't eat nail polish.
I know that.
Okay, you just seemed like you were looking a little bit peckish off that scrap on the floor.
I was trying to determine the freshness of the polish, and judging by its still hint and lingering scent, unless I had the nails done just recently. Who the hell goes and vandalizes an art studio right after getting the nails done?
Someone
Don't make any sense.
very, very particular priorities. I know a few. They're few and far between, but, well, their type is... If this is who I think is doing all of this, they rather like to keep up appearances.
Ah, great. Friend of yours?
No.
He sort of takes the broken piece of nail polish and puts it in his coat. He sort of gets up and walks back over to the broken statue on the podium. As he leans over and sort of finds the pieces of the facial structure that would have been built, puts them like in almost areas of like where they could go, since he can't obviously put the whole thing back together. But he like with the big chunks places them in like where they should go to make a very rough recreation of the facial structure of Alejandro, and looks at it. And he just sort of leaves it there and kneels back up, or stands up from kneeling, and all right. Well, you seem to know the way, so go ahead.
Listen, Mendeles. These people that we're going to be getting involved with most likely, they're dangerous people. Everything you say, everything you do, everything you think even, so down as close to where you even look, could be used against you. All I'm saying is, be prepared for the worst.
Orchid, I always expect the worst. That's why I'm never disappointed.
Orca's gonna take one last look around the room. Can I try and look for... I've had a thought ever since I've come here. The lights were out, the glass was shattered. Can I just simply look for any odd disturbances in the room? Not just at the sculptures, but just around. Maybe some distorted air. Anything along those lines.
Okay.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. That's gonna be wits awareness.
Okay.
Alright. You don't immediately see anything as you're kind of just gazing around the room. Something feels off, but you can't place what.
Alright. Okay. Then can I just try and listen for something?
Sure.
Okay.
Give me your aspects roll.
Cool.
Mendeles, have you left the room? Or have you opened the
he's
door?
sort of like, he's standing next to the door, waiting for her to come through, just sort of like waiting with the light switch.
Okay. Orchid, as you're standing there, you do hear something. But it's not within the room. It's like just outside of the room. You and Mendeles aren't moving, so you can hear it a little clearer. It's like someone gently walking in stiletto heels.
This way?
Coming from outside the room, yeah.
Oh, which direction, I guess? There are a lot of outsides.
True. It is from outside the door.
Okay. What Orchid is going to do is she's going to keep her heightened senses on, turn to Mendeles, just hold up a single finger to her lips, stare him directly in the eyes if she can, just try and get his attention with that, and she's gonna wait.
What it sounds like to you is they were walking this way and kept going.
Once they're out of earshot, she's gonna just come over here, to this side of the wall. Assuming that if anyone came around this way and had been listening or eavesdropping, they would have been listening somewhere along this side of the wall. She's gonna look for a weak point in the warehouse. Just like some spot where somebody could have been peeking in on us.
Alright. Dev, just a question for you as Mendeles. Do you think the studio would have any windows?
Probably like over on this side, there are some of those like really, really high, like rectangular windows that like, they don't really open all the way. They just sort of like slightly tilt, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
You know? Yeah. And so they kind of like will probably just like, there's probably like, I don't know, like maybe one right here, one right here, one right here, and then like one right here to like let in natural lighting. But yeah, they're by no means like large or anything.
Yeah, you can't place any weak points. The only weak points that you could probably assume would be the windows.
Okay.
But it didn't really sound like they were coming from around the corner. It felt like they were just kind of
walking by.
Walking by from what you can tell.
Alright.
It is odd though. It didn't feel like they were walking from like a ways away. It felt like they were waiting.
Give it a few minutes before we go out. She just whispers to Mendeles. We're not alone.
Alright.
She'll wait, and then signal to head out.
You leave with no issues.
Okay.
As Orchid walks out the door. Mendeles hits the lights and looks out into the room one last time and then locks up behind him.
James, you end up at an office
Boy.
looking for a Miss Genevieve Heart.
Alright, before I come in, because I already asked Orchid about this, and they told me they were the prince's
Secretary.
secretary. Can I just prematurely just school my face to be completely impassive throughout this entire thing?
Yeah.
Good.
You can definitely do that.
I have composure 4, etiquette 3. I've got basically my entire character is to be able to just be whatever face I want it to be.
Yes.
Has the telegram gotten to James at this point?
Not yet.
Okay. Damn.
Excuse me, are you Miss Hart?
No, I'm her replacement.
What might your name be then?
Oh, my name's, people just call me Briar.
Briar, huh?
Huh?
How long have you been here?
Oh, I started just a couple weeks ago. Miss Hart we're kind of trading off right now as, she's doing some other stuff for Mr. Rose, and I'm taking more of just, like, the basic calls here.
Mm-hmm. Can I assume I've met this man. I don't remember if we had a flashback of me meeting the prince, but I assume I've met his secretary before. Was that one ever introduced as Miss Hart?
Yes.
Okay. So I know that this is not Miss Hart lying to me.
This is not Miss Hart lying to you. This is a completely different, very young vampire.
I see.
Is there, something I can do for you?
I would like to set up an appointment with your boss.
Yeah, I can get you an appointment. Do you have a specific time and or day that you would like?
She does pull out like a planner kind of thing.
Because I've got a 3 a.m. on Friday, as well as a Monday and a Tuesday at 1 a.m.
I'll be busy for the next 2 weeks, unfortunately. So can we schedule me on next Thursday, some 3 weeks away thing?
Oh, yeah, I can do that day. We've got a 2 a.m. as well as he's open from 4 to sunrise. Is there a certain time that you would like?
I'll take I'm a late riser myself, so I'll take a 8 p.m. on that Thursday, if you would. And can you write down a note for me? I just have in my old age, I've gotten a horrible memory.
Oh, yeah, of course. What name should I put down for the appointment?
Just put down Mr. Stewart.
All right then, Mr. Stewart.
And she writes that in the planner, closes it, writes January 25th, 8 p.m.
Thank you, Miss Briar.
You're quite welcome.
And as
Have a good day. Hope to see you around some more.
Yeah, of course. Have a nice night yourself.
And as you are leaving, you hear the phone ring.
I see.
And you hear this small vampire child go, "Office of Lazarus Rose, how may I help you tonight?"
I would like to compare my 2 notes that I have.
Sure, you wanna look at the handwritings?
Yes.
The one that was written by Foxglove, is definitely more of a printed version where it's like it's written almost in all capitals. And Briar's note for the appointment is written completely in cursive, and like the most flowery cursive you can think of.
Okay, as someone who writes mostly cursive anyway, does the printing look forced?
No.
Dang.
I will say the note written by Briar is a little smudged, mostly because she is left-handed.
Yep, not Briar then. Briar's not.
Yeah, well, the Foxglove one is not smudged.
I'm heading back to the place to visit with...
The garden?
Yeah, I'm heading back to the garden.
I can't wait for James to come back and the Orchid being like, I call.
They're gonna be
I
like,
bet
wait, we
you
did the
a
same thing? Why didn't we confer? You need to get a phone.
And then James is gonna be like, wait, you intimidated this like tiny little vampire, thinking it was
What's wrong
Genevieve.
with you?
And then Orchid's just gonna be like, to be fair, she intimidated me first.
She was just doing her job.
Oh, my neck.
I heard the crack.
What happened
Such
to your
a
neck?
loud
I
crack.
cracked it.
Ew. Snap, crackle, pop.
Goldfish?
What?
My brain just went goldfish. I know it's wrong.
Goldfish. Snap, crackle, pop.
Tally's dick.
Stop! 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 Stop talking about my dick!
That's going at the end of the video.
Ah! You're right, it's on recording! Fuck! No!
I have to edit this one because otherwise Tally would edit that out.
Fuck! Well... Hello,
Tally,
future
what
cat.
do you-
Please don't.
What do you have?
Please have mercy.
Trifling with such a being is not good for the soul.
It's the boot snatcher.
He stabs at your boots, Seer. This is very bad for the soul.
Yeah. I love this Nosferatu.
This voice is
I do
gold.
too.
Can I put that at the end of the, or you put that at the end of the video?
I can put that at the end of the video, sure.
Oh.